Brian Winnekins at Commodity Classic. Thank you to our Commodity Classic sponsors, including Wisconsin Corn Growers Association, Alcivia Co-op, Animal Wellness Center of Buffalo Valley, Annabis Silo, and also the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. And Steve Wilkins joins us. He is a brand new delegate here at Commodity Classic. He's also a member of Wisconsin Soybean Association as well. We're going to talk a little bit about his farm and a little bit about being a delegate. And Steve, thanks for joining us. Well, first, tell us about the farm.
So our farm is located in southeast Wisconsin. We farm in the Sheboygan, Washington, and Ozaukee areas, kind of where those all three come together. So it's a multi-generational farm. We've had a lot of livestock in the past, dairy farming. That transitioned into a more row crop here the past couple of years. So we do about 1,000 acres between my dad and myself. We share equipment, but we each have kind of our own cropping systems and stuff. So that's continuing to grow a little bit, but he's getting a little bit older, and I've got plenty of irons in the fire too. So it's a good balance right now.
Tell us about some of the things you do on the farm with sustainability and how you protect the water, because where your farm's at, I understand, is right in the beginning of the Milwaukee River, and everyone's going to be watching that.
Yes, so we are located in the Milwaukee River watershed, and because of that, we're very sensitive to everything we do from a farming practice. So we're heavy users of no-till, cover crops. We've got a handful of fields that are located into longer-term soil health practices with the NRCS, and so we take that very, very seriously. And a healthier soil, it works well for us. We raise better crops. We're more economical in how we do things, and we're more profitable at the end of the day, too.
Those cover crops are really a big benefit, aren't they?
Well, we've had really good success with them in front of soybeans, and we traditionally have 3 crops in our rotation: corn, soybeans, and winter wheat. So after the winter wheat's off, it's a really nice opportunity to go in with a multi-species, do a couple of things that you just can't really do in our climate once the soybeans get off, because we're so limited in our time and our growing season that's still available. So rye has become our biggest one, and we'll do it in front of corn too, but we're a little bit more deliberate on how we do it. So one of the things we tried this past year is we plug in 2 holes in a drill, keep two holes open, so you basically have streaks in the field. So we're not going to have to worry about, when you plant corn the upcoming spring, about competition from rye. And I think that's going to really, really help us incorporate cover crops, but not have a detrimental yield to the corn crop.
Talking with Steve Wilkins. He is a Wisconsin soybean farmer. He's from Random Lake, is where the farm's located at. He's also on the Wisconsin Soybean Association as well. And tell us about your work with the Soybean Association.
So I've been on the board. This is my 3rd term now, and finally probably getting my feet underneath me a little bit. One of the things that I enjoy the most about it is every year we get to go and we get to look at new projects to fund, and we look at practices that help soybean growers become more profitable, whether that's through finding ways to be more economical in how they raise the crop, practices, technologies that we want to invest in that can help them down the road. So, for instance, one that really hurts us in Wisconsin is white mold. It's a big problem that we fight, so we allocate probably a little bit of a disproportional amount of funds to make sure that everything that we can realistically do and that we feel would have a profitable outcome for a grower, we invest money in. So that's one area, but then there's also, we have all of these beans, what do we do with it? And so we look at end users, making sure we got a strong investment into getting these beans out of here, and that we move them on down to where they need to go. And we spent a lot of time talking about getting crush plants here in the state, and we evaluate and we do a lot of things to make sure that could be an option for us going forward.
So you're flying out to Commodity Classic, get off the plane, and you find out, congratulations, you're a delegate.
That's pretty much how it went. So I'm not really sure what to expect about this, but I'm sure it'll be a good experience, and I'll learn a lot, which is fine.
Well, it should be a fun time with Commodity Classic. Again, congratulations on that, and thanks for joining us today. That's Steve Wilkins. He's with the Wisconsin Soybean Association, and we're at Commodity Classic. I'm Brian Winnekins on WRDN.